All right, let's get to work. Okay, loading up character. A lot of painting, a lot of modeling. Delicious coffee. Okay, so let's work on this version. We're waiting on Unity to load up. In the meantime, we can look at. Hello, Nammers. Hello, welcome. Good morning. My info dealer. What are you buying? What are you selling? uh, yeah, for the multiple materials, totally fine. Hello, Thorn. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to neighbors as well. But yeah, the generally you want to combine as many objects as you can. Am I feeling better? I am feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit better. Yes. Still sniffly and phlegmy, but definitely on the upswing. On the upswing, which is good. Does bro really stream for 800 minutes? You know it. No. For some reason, Kick doesn't reset its streaming time, but now I'm just gonna run with it. So I'm not. I want to see how long I can keep that streak going. Hello, petite crewmate. Welcome. We're working on this character here. I'll have a better show of them in just a moment, but I make VR chat avatars if you're familiar with that step. They're literally streaming for 10 hours straight. That's incredible. I mean, maybe someday. Toggleable objects like glasses, for example, have to be a separate object, though, right? Um, there's a few different ways to approach it. So, first is you can make it a separate object and just turn it off. And that works regardless of the performance settings that other people might have. So, if you really want to make sure that this object will always be off for other people, probably needs to keep it a separate object. You can also use shaders. The Boyomi shader has this UV discard option, and you can use that to make sections of your mesh disappear. So you could use that for an object where, you know, in Unity, they're combined as one object. You could toggle off just that weapon or just a chunk of the body or something like that when you have clothes on. Uh, but that only works if the shaders compile, which doesn't always happen. So if it doesn't compile for someone, they would see all the objects on at once. And then the third method is to put it as part of your skin mesh renderer and attach it to a bone, like its own bone, and then you can control that like a little object, and you can just scale it to 0 when you want it disabled. I model 3D characters. I do model 3D characters. I do this full time. Got a question? Do you like Twitch more or Kick? It's about 50. Well, sorry, I do like Twitch more because that's where I came from. But Kick is nice, and I haven't met a few people there that are very interested in what I do. But some of the times, I seem to get the most people who want to like sell me services through Kick for some reason. Which is your favorite? Scaling it? I think I prefer the bone method. Actually, I use all three. I use all three. It just depends on how much I want to ensure that this thing can turn off. Um, so it all works. It all works. I got banned from Twitch for saying hello. Well, some people can be a hello gets banned. Moderation does the same to me to ban me for hello. That could be potentially the channel itself. I don't you get banned from Twitch as a whole. Weird. Excuse me, I'm still recovering from a cold here. But yeah, I think Nim. It really depends on exactly what you're doing. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Zoom. Hello, thank you. What does that say? I'm feeling a bit better, Sam. Thank you. I am feeling a bit better. For some reason, I didn't hear that at all on my computer. Um, But yes, I'm feeling much better, Zoom. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for coming by. I'm on the up and up, on the upswing, but still phlegmy. Moderation says, not the channel itself. I'm banned from my account. Interesting. That's really weird. That surprises me. Sorry, I can hear that, but why didn't I hear the alert sound? Uh, sorry, just really quick. Streamlabs. Put my glasses on the same UV map as my body like a doofus. Would you recommend that I put on its own map? That's totally fine. There's no wrong way to assemble your materials. And a lot of times, like one of the main ways for optimizing games is to combine textures. So putting as much stuff as possible in like one texture. Sadly, I only can watch Kick. I used to watch Twitch because you did it for like 2 years. It's a good one. It's a good one. Let me later. Would like to log in Streamlabs. Yeah. Sorry, I just want to check my alerts really quick because it'd be nice to see. Oh, interesting. Oh, this shows the full activity across YouTube and Twitch. Nice. Okay. I'll leave that up then. Salutations. Hope you're feeling a bit better. Thank you. Also, Jay did a resubscribe. That was from yesterday. Frozen something. All right, sorry. Get distracted. Uh, Testful. All right, good. Sorry. It is working. Sorry, that was me testing. I'm following myself. I just wanted to make sure that that is actually working. All right, we're back. We're back. Now we can look at the boy. So here he is in all his glory. And I wanted to see if we could do a quick little fix of seams here and see what we can get there. It's easy money. Easy money. Excuse me. Last question to cure my worries. Are there transparency options for Unity VR Chat? Correct. Correct. So when you look at the Poyomi shader, so if I click ERAH body, you have the rendering preset right here. And this is what gives you the options. The nicest one. So the only thing about transparency is transparency actually does kind of suck in video games in general. Like transparent objects are actually like a unsolved problem. Well, sort of. There are solutions for that, like ray tracing and stuff. But generally, in most video games, if you overlap 3 or 4 transparent objects, things get weird. So yeah, I think cutout or transparent is probably what you want. These other ones are more like a glow effect, but cutout, transclipping, or transparent. Those are the 3 I would choose. Uh, but yeah, I just go for it. And the nice part about the sorry, let me go back to that. Actually, if you are using your texture for multiple things, you definitely want to use the trans flipping option. Um, and you, worst case scenario, I'm sorry, I'm rambling now. Worst case scenario, you can make a second material just for the glasses lenses that uses the same textures as your main body. So that way you're not adding any additional textures, but you can add an additional material and use those if you really, if some things aren't working right. Good morning, Jester. Hello. What's on the agenda today? Well, we've got the wings rigged. We've got the most of the body rigged. We're kind of working on the mask yesterday. Right, we need to finish the mask because I need to make a custom set of bones for them. Which shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. um, excuse me. And then, so we'll make a face rig. And then I think we're going to start making animation toggles. So we should be getting into the VR chat integration. I also want to see if I can alleviate this cut here. So a few different things. I'm going to start with this cut. So that was, hey man. And I'd want the seams to be white on this. So face height mask. I'm going to add another template. Making sure I got that right, I'd have to mask the glasses in substance, then make a separate material for them. So there's two ways. One is to keep them with the same material, and you can just give it transparency, and then your trans clipping material here allows some things to be opaque and other things to be transparent. If you choose just the transparent, then your entire material for sure will have transparency across it. This is like a mix between transparent and opaque. So trans clipping right there. Cutout would also work if uh, it was more like sprite, like a PNG image, where it's not like softly transparent. It's very much a like it's getting cut out. I'll be watching and listening while attempting a 3 to 5 page paper on why video games should be considered art. Well, nice, nice. That's awesome. You may do like a YouTube essay. How do I control what would be transparent if they were the same material? Gotcha. Good question. So you have, so let me switch over to trans clipping here. You have this alpha cutoff option. So uh, that gives you control once you have it, and you just need to make sure you have transparency as part of your texture. To do that, in Substance, you have on each layer, you should have an opacity option here. So, for example, if I wanted to make, let's just say the teeth or something. If I wanted to make the teeth transparent, I could add opacity and then just turn it down. And now the teeth are transparent. Um, so you just kind of you can use it exactly like all these other materials. Um, you just want to know for your export textures. So you want to make sure you look at your template. So for example, the Unity one I'm in right now, I know I'm going through this pretty quick, but you just want to make sure that your opacity right here is, you want to know where it is. So in mine, it is getting baked into the albedo transparency. So that channel, the opacity channel, is getting put in there. So that's most likely what your setup's going to be if you're using like a standard Unity export. But if you don't see your opacity map, it's either packed into another texture. So for example, the the opacity in my character here is in this texture. So there's the RGB colors, and then the A at the end is alpha for opacity. And then you can change how it gets cut off and stuff. Um, it's for research persuasion project paper I have to do for my English class. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Um, that sounds like it's good to have a persuasion project you're passionate about. It is cool. Substance is awesome, and then you can start exporting all your own custom stuff, and it gets nuts but fun. I'm just gonna turn the opacity off there. Most of the time, for like a body, I don't have that many transparent materials, but it's certainly possible to add. Excuse me. Transparent sci-fi glasses, here I come. I'm excited. Character looking great, by the way. This character's looking really good. So I'm going to take a template flat, drop that right here, and then add a generator bevel. No, filter bevel. And then I have to go to the paint, and I need to do something like this. Hopefully in VR chat by tomorrow. Exciting. Very cool. I don't care about Patch W. I just want the paper that lets me have a 6-figure job. Fair. I respect that. Okay, so now we're going to invert. And so we've got all the seams isolated. And I don't want this on the base color. I want it on the height map. So now, in the height map, the seams are actually getting, call this height seams. You look. Hello, Zru. Hey, how are you today? I'm doing much better. Doing much. Still a little phlegmy. Still a little gross, but definitely less tired. You look and sound so much better than yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully. I'll still probably be a little bit lethargic today. I wouldn't be surprised if I just end it like an hour early in the afternoon. But I should be doing both streams today, which is exciting. Sorry, that was probably lagging when I said that. But okay, interesting. It's better in a way, but it kind of just pulls it up. So maybe I'll need to just how intense that is. Smooth it, and then add on top of it a. Actually, we'll get rid of this then. We'll add levels, invert the levels, and then we can kind of push this around this way. That may be too much. Let's see. Okay, good. Much better. Much cleaner. Now the blending is much more consistent, and we're not getting like a bunch of obvious seams on the character. Much better. All right, that makes me feel good. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down. Real close to the ref now. It is definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. Holy one, that texture's looking awesome. Thank you. Thank you, neighbors. It feels good. Feels good. I like making patterns. All right, let's add on our bone for the halo. Kind of interested if we add a parent constraint to, excuse me, I want to target the wings. So I'm actually just gonna do this, and we'll pop open the back, the character, and I think we'll give it all the second. And activate. Oh, interesting. I didn't want it to 0, but I do want it to be right here. Let's see what happens. Now if I jiggle the character, cool. We can see the halo move, but it's not like just slight movement. Oh, weird. It does get stretched. Wait, did I imagine that? Or it shouldn't be getting stretched. It does jostle now, which is cool. Maybe I'll move it back a little ways. I found recently this super duper ergonomic ADHD chair. It's kind of expensive but interesting. A jiggle chair. It just spins the whole time. What is an ADHD chair? I'd be interested to see what that chair looks like. All right, a little bit further back now. It shouldn't clip as much, which is good. It's called Dragonfly Chair. I've sent it over Discord in general. Channel. Channel. Excuse me. Whoa, interesting. Huh. I'm just imagining like using it like a pirate. Like you push it, then you jump on it, slide. That's interesting though. I don't. I usually am just a little too tall for these kinds of chairs. I just can't fold my legs that long. That's really cool though. It's interesting. Kind of reminds me of one of those like bed armchairs. The anyway, uh, that's really cool. That is cool. That is cool. Hopefully it helps. I think finding a comfortable way to work is uh, the only way to go with this kind of stuff. I remember working for years with like a really bad setup, and it just totally fucked up my back. Um, just like hunched over, drawing all the time. Yeah, gotta have a uh, good setup. Oh, where's my side? Where's my side? Oh, it's because I turned it off. Looks dope though. We need to get the coloring on the scythe done. Then I think that's about it. Okay, we'll go back to painter. Let's go ahead and open the suit. Save. Awking. Can't find one that's awking. Thinking a kneeling chair as well, but can't find one that is rocking. Interesting. Space side. Hello, bro. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How do you pronounce your name? I wouldn't be sure how to. Or I guess I could Google that. Elon Karg. That's right, Elon. Hello, welcome back, Elon. Thai. Oh well, welcome. Hello from Thailand. Hello, Elon. Arctic. Hello. Good morning. Hi. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little phlegmy still. Surviving, but phlegmy. Only half dead today. Correct. Mostly dead. Did anyone ever watch it, Princess Bride? That's a good movie. A little sexist now rewatching it, but it was good for the day. Okay, I didn't do the black hole. We need to make the black hole. That's gonna be cool, actually. I'm excited about that. Okay, perfect. So our staff here has some small coloring on it. So we're gonna get a template flat, drop it into the scythe, and we'll call this scythe light blue. And we'll sample the color from the scythe. Then we'll add a paint. Call this uh, paths. I think that's the only way to do it. Just so I remember. It's really annoying. For some reason, they've set it up where you can make your Bezier curves on a layer that you can also paint in. And it gets a little confusing. Don't watch any Ed Murphy movies from the 80s if you think that's sexist. I'm concerned. It is interesting how things have changed in terms of what's acceptable. Yeah, I watched Bowfinger with him in it. That one I watched a few times when I was growing up. And similar problem. Let's do another cut there so we can drag this one over. Oops. Put this here. All right, there we go. Man, I love these path tools. They're so handy. Like, oh, you want to be exact? Here you go. Right. Not sure if there was a single woman he didn't refer to as a female dog. But now he's, coming back into the limelight. He's got a series of family movies that he's doing. Make a new path. There we go. Done. Did he do some holiday movie recently? And then one more path right here. And I guess this is already getting mirrored to the bottom. Yes. Okay, perfect. Excuse me. Interesting. Then I think we'll want um, another path or another layer below this, which we'll call side dark blue. And we'll increase the size on those ones. Gonna drag them down. Oops. Single stream today again. I'll try to do two. I'll try to do two. And the second one may be a little bit shorter, but I would like to do as much of a full day as I can. I was hoping to have ERAH here finished like right away, but um, man, I always get sick. It's like every maybe fourth or fifth avatar I work on, I get sick. Which that's maybe more than that. 7 avatars, 7 or 8, every like 2 to 3 months. It's hilarious. Contrast. See, this guy looks such cheery outfits, and then wield a darn huge scythe. What's a phrase? Talk quietly and carry a big stick. All right, that's cool. I like that. I like that. All right, let's get some. Then there's also another light for. I think these are some dots of some kinds. Stars and dots. Yeah, he's sick of this shit. Oh, sorry to be so flimmy. I've got coffee though, so that will help me power through. And we'll add fill, alpha, shape, Pete, done. Doop. Should be a planar projection. Then right there and shrink it way down. I never realized how many templates you had made till I started understanding Substance today. Yeah, I like saving them. So to save them, it's just right click, create smart material, and it basically just saves your folder. Um, say the my main gripe with Substance is how many times I've just clicked like, oh, I want to set this up. Guess I have to make a layer, make a mask, Put a fill in that mask. It's like there are some very tedious aspects to Substance. It's a great program, but that does bug me. Click this, click. A little bit smaller. Duplicate again. Here. Yeah. Kind of what it looks like. Maybe a little bit smaller even. So much stuff to click. The curse. All right, and then I think we'll add a filter on top with a little bit of blur and set the blur to linear dodge so we get just a nice little soft fall off. Might do that for all these other ones too. Let's get a little bevel. Little bevel or a blur. Nice, gives it a nice cosmic feel. Clicker simulator. Yeah, programming simulator, where you just click buttons. Relate to that. We're gonna give this some emission too, I think. Make it glow a little. Oops. Then we'll scroll up. Back to the dot layer. Grab some of these. A few more on the other side. And we'll start from the bottom up. Oh goodness. I'm dying. I'm dying. All right. Oh, anything else to add? Maybe a little. Actually, the blade itself should have a bit more color. Color's just the base? Where's the blade? Metal. Metal. Oh no, that's not it. Blade. Here we go. I'll put this next to the side. And the color of this is actually kind of a blue. And there should be a edge that we could see. So we'll drop a template in there. Set it to the curvature. That should work. Vert. Grab that blade color. Oh, we go again. I need to go blow in swimming. I'm back. Don't worry, everyone. I'm back. Okay, let's look at the mask here. Mask. Where is it? list should be longer. I have to, gotcha, I have to click this. Then I should be able to see the mask. There we go. Oh, okay. I would like to get this bottom edge. That would be nice. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get it from here, though. I wonder if I could use the normal. World space normal. Huh. That surprises me. Where is it? Oh, that's cool, actually. Interesting. Okay, so I did actually isolate the bottom of this. It just looks like it's lighting because it's the normal. Funny. But that should actually work. Let's go to base color. So we can see it a little bit. Let's just go ahead and add on levels. Sharpen that look a little. Nice. That's really cool, actually. Huh. Interesting. Jay, $27. Thank you, Jay. You're too kind. I appreciate that. Turn this down a little. It's not too loud for y'all. But thank you, Jay. Thank you. Kappa. Appreciate Kappa. And the 27. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. How's your day going, Jay? Up to anything fun lately? Thick blade. Bevel. Hello, Jay. Is that extra Emily in the wave there? Let's drop another template in here. And we'll call this shaft. I'm at work since 7 hours just taking a break. Well, I hope it's a good break. Definitely. They're working all day already. So it's almost the end of the day for you, hopefully. See, that's interesting. I can darken it based on a direction. That's really cool to me. Very interesting. Two more hours to go, I guess. Well, I hope it is a good one. Then you get off work, kick some butt, get some good rest. Don't get sick like just a word of advice: don't get sick. I think just if you're given the choice, don't do it. Give it like a multiply color. That's so interesting to me. Then I can. This normal one is going to be very useful. Interesting. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. I am feeling better. I am. Took a look into voxel heat diffuse skidding tool from Blender. Helps my lazy ass a lot with weight painting. Voxel heat diffuse skidding. I think I know what you're talking about. Voxel skidding. Oh yeah, yeah. That is much higher quality. All this junk left floating. Fascinating. Huh. Hello, Vigimonster. Hello. Read the title. Hope you get better soon. Thank you. Oh, I didn't change it, so well, it's still fitting. I'm still sick stream. Sometimes you don't have a choice. I get sick every change of season. I think I'm right about there as well. So my body gets used to something. Everyone else gets sick too. They're not taking my advice. You know, don't get sick. Digital debris. Don't get sick, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more color to the scythe blade here. What we'll do is add this flat. Call it blade. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Good morning. Happy. Is it Tuesday already? It better be Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Okay, perfect. Happy Tuesday. How did I get sick? I am not sure. Not entirely sure. We had a few people over for D&D. I'm surprised I got sick before my brother, so my guess would be my mom. How dare you, Mom, getting me sick. Moms. Gosh dang it, Mom. Your mom was planning revenge. All right, that works. Just a nice little bit of coloring on it. A little nice stuff. Some good stuff. You still need to do manual weight painting for some areas, for some poses, but it saves so much time. I hate to weight paint between the legs because this tool does a pretty good job with it, and a lot of it in like 8 seconds with normal settings. Well, that may be my next add-on by then. Let me save that. Maybe voxel. Eat diffuse skinning. Now that I think about it, I think AutoRig Pro can work with this add-on. Because they have some setting where it's like, oh, it requires add-on. Maybe this is what the one they're referring to. I mean, heck, if it could save me some time, worth it. We just need some ambient occlusion on this too. It can, yes. Okay, yeah. The site's looking really cool so far. Thank you, Goo. Thank you. I'm very pleased with it. It does feel good to work with right now. Where's my scythe? Add a filter, blur, and it's a linear dodge, so it doesn't. Well, maybe not. Just a little bit of blur. 0.05. Come on. Just trying to get rid of this harsh edge here. I guess we need to adjust the height on this as well. Height on this. There we go. That's better. Not a dread come for all the animators and digital artists after seeing OpenAI Sora. Yes, it is definitely feeling like a. I saw someone's reaction like, "Oh, what did we do? What did we do to you?" Which was an interesting perspective. I was kind of surprised to hear it. Just like, what do you mean? What did? Anyway, it was like, I'm interested to see how people adapt to it. But, well, Jay, do you use that for work as well, or do you work in rigging and stuff? Yeah, the take a look into it if you have free time. I will have to. It will be worth it. 100%. I need more speed ups. Actually, we'll do the mask like this. I do armature comms, nothing more. Okay, okay, very cool. Respect. I mean, it's nice to have like a this is what I do and I do this. I'm no pro. Not yet. Not yet. Getting there. Future me watching AI video of me killing a person. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need some extreme measures in order to understand what is real and not in the future. Gonna be interesting. Oh, why's my ambient occlusion so weird? Mostly just wanted to get rid of the roughness. It's too dang bright in the crevices. Shouldn't be so bright in all these little crevices here. We don't want that. We don't want. That looks good. I like that. And then we'll do filter. Future me watching an AI video. Definitely unless we want mass imprisonment worldwide. We're already slaves to our computers. Already slaves to our computers. All right. Let's go ahead and see this in Unity. Export textures. And then in this view, I'd like the scythe to be on its own layer on the UV map. Slave to my bed. Soon they'll be one and the same. You know, VR bed computer. You just slide in, and then the VR mask comes down on you. They showed a few of them in the Matrix. Proof of concept. All right, that looks pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and reset our reflections. AI is here indeed. I'm terrified. It was going to be interesting, that's for sure. I'm not one to just rule. I don't want to give in to nihilism or uh, panic. I certainly think we need to take what's going on quite seriously. I wouldn't want to just assume the worst of it because I think that may blind us to a lot of the opportunities it presents. To, like, if we just throw the baby out in the bathwater, the AI being the baby, like, then it only stays in the hands of the people that will abuse it. Um, I think we just need more people to have more access to it. The average person should have a lot of ability with it. I know some videos straight up weird where you see distortion stuff, but there are many that look worthy real, and that will. I mean, this will be the worst it ever. I'd love for the top of the blade to be a little less shiny, I think. No, it's not needed. But the blade looks good. We'll leave it there. But let's add the emissive. So I agree, Sam. Yeah, I just don't want to. It is easy to see all the bad things, but I think that's more a reflection of where we are now than what the possibilities for the future is. Twitch denied my last message because I tipped too fast. I just comms for friends most of the times. You donate again? No, okay. I see. Just I last tip too fast. I just do comms for friends most of the time. Personal stuff, fitting clothes, and face tracking. My motto: work hard, smart, hard. That is the smart way to work. Look at it this way: just because nuclear power exists, could be used to make lots of energy, doesn't mean everyone should be given a nuke to play with. Fair. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Um, I don't think that yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the bounds of because it only takes like okay, one country starts incorporating AI, they get a huge boost in the ability to do things, whatever that means, and then another country bans AI, like that country that bans it's probably going to cripple its ability to grow. But are they wrong for doing that? Like, what kind of race do you want to be a part of? I mean, like a competition or what kind of what's your long term goal to not be involved? It depends. I think it will each culture, each country, and each culture will probably come up with multiple ways that they want to integrate it. Standing up again. Not everyone has access to nuclear power. Not yet. My little nuclear reactor. New things equal scary. It has become my waifu. It has to become my waifu. It's not the machine god, it's the machine goddess. And she's beautiful. Estonia is already a highly digitized country already. Citizens can do pretty much everything online. Not to mention the fact that cashiers are pretty much gone there. It's going to be interesting. I think AI renewable energy is going to show itself in countries that have long been like neglected, like Africa and stuff. Where suddenly they're just going to totally sidestep the failing infrastructure of first world nations. It goes straight to renewables, straight to AI, and it's probably going to work out pretty darn well for the overall. Well, for most people. I mean, obviously, it's going to be problems too. ASFs are out of hand though. These AI cover up AI made stuff, at least for like text slash letters. All right, but here we have RoboCop. Just for some, how something can be used for progress, also dangerous. Should not be randos on the street. But I also don't think that it depends on how you view restriction. It's like, do you really want someone saying that only these people can be allowed to use it? Like that's just as worrisome in an era of like who gets to decide is the question. Like who do you want to be allowed? Like you know, if Trump becomes president and he goes, "Sorry, AI is all mine now," it's like that's no good. Yeah, it can't be trusted with those Democrats. Like, and it would be just as bad if Biden did that too. Like, oh, Republicans can't have access to AI. Like, well, okay, that's I decide, of course. Like, yeah, it should not everyone should have access to it. There, there should be what those limits are. Will be interesting way to find it. Trump becoming president in what parallel universe? I think you'd be surprised at his his potential to become president. Um, AI itself's not so bad. It could credits with credence, but it's also used for deepfakes and serious, elaborate crimes. Dominating AI needs to regulate all the games. Are there many Trump supporters? Absolutely, absolutely. He's the candidate for the Republican Party. It's like pretty close to 50-50 here. It's like deepfake AI is where we should draw the line. That I agree with. When it begins to directly uh, override people's ability to control their autonomy, then that's a very clear delineation, right? It's like you shouldn't be able to make porn of other people. I think that's just a general agreement, or just fakes You can't use AI to generate fake stuff about people. Um, and whether or not that certainly will not, it's more like, you know, laws happen because laws exist because crime happens. It's not that it's not going to happen. It's just we should definitely establish that as a law. Good old reality show of American politics. Absolutely. That's mine. Fight for AI's right to vote. Joke. I genuinely think that within the next 5 years, we're going to see candidates that are going, my goal is to replace government with AI. That will happen within somewhere between the 10 years. And it'll probably be pretty compelling. If Trump becomes president, I would straight up move to Canada. Serious Sam, healthcare is free in Canada. I'm not against it. Not against it. I like Canada. It's very beautiful. Deepfake has to be regulated and definitely. Did you do so last time then? Oh, sorry. I don't think. No, because I'm not American, but I would. Japan looks quite tempting to me if things do go to shit. I'm not. I don't think Trump's gonna win, just with how enmeshed he is with all his political trouble. Getting anyway. I'm not gonna dwell on politics. I'll try to. I'm not gonna discuss politics. Care not for big politics, but I definitely say the world has far worse leaders than both Trump and Biden. Very true. And also, I don't like the geriatric death match that America has become for its future. Less politics, more jester. More jester! I'd rather just, just throw Biden and Trump into the cage match fight and they both die. That's really more of it. I'm just being facetious. In my humble opinion, both Trump and a pretty horrible choice. It's certainly very reflective of a lack of choices. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think I really wish it wasn't the case uh, that it is like this. Someday, someday we'll be. I would like some democratic countries are doing like tiered voting, which makes a lot more sense to me. So it's like you don't just pick who you want to win, but you list out in order who you would prefer to win. And there's a lot of or who your votes would go to. And it just makes a lot more sense to me. If I say AI is going to replace artists, it will definitely replace a big quantity of other jobs that are even easier than artist jobs. 100%. So by then, the government goes universal income probably. I think it's inevitable, personally. US sure loves voting and seeing how people. They do. They really do. Um, but yeah, I think like a lot of the comments I saw with people like going like, oh, or a lot of artists too, which was really sad to me. Just like, oh, I'm gonna give up. Like Sora's this and that. It's like, well, what else are you gonna do? Like, there's no way, there's no direction to go anymore where AI is not going to affect you on your profession, your career, your personal life. Like, I don't like maybe that's not what you want to happen, but it is probably what's going to happen. Um, I'm not saying that I want that, but I just think that there's no really we are on the climb towards a singularity, whatever for good or bad. Well, that's where we're going. Warrior Maddie, hello, Warrior Maddie. Hi, you can see my models also and tell me what you think, please. If you're in my Discord, um, feel free to share. But also, welcome back, Warrior Maddie. Hello. Imagine having only receptionist skills, easy to replace. I mean, used to work at a call center. Those are probably going to be gone within 5 years. It's just hard not to let it get to you motivational wise. I definitely understand that this idea, like, but I think what's helped me long ago is I just accepted there's always going to be. I can always find a comparison to make myself unmotivated. That's always available to you, regardless of AI. You can always find some perspective to go, oh, what I'm doing is bad. Like that I think that's a game that you just have to give like of I don't want to I refuse to let anything else dictate my desire to do these things. Like I just want to do this for me. That's an easy thing to say. Certainly, I think that that's kind of a broad and bushy tail optimistic take. If it affects your reality and your ability, your financial reality, your stability, then that's a totally different equation. But I do think that at the same time, you're always going to be able to find something that's demotivating. And I don't want to play. I don't play that game anymore. I just do it because I want to. Hello, Kabar. Welcome. I work even harder, and I do think that there will be a nicer middle ground between like because there's so. I think what disgusts me about generative AI right now is just like, and it'll do everything for us, and it's like, well, there's, you know, it's like, is that the fun part? Is the fun part just getting handed your pie to eat? Like, surely there's joy in baking, and doing making the art. When can we make Transformers real minus the shitty Cybertronian government systems? We already have the system. I have no cool giants. I'm a big fan, bro, of your modeling skills are awesome. I see your videos. Thank you, Warrior. Thank you. Thank you, Warrior Maddie. Welcome. I am having a lot of fun modeling, and I'm glad you enjoyed as well. Thank you. Trade once again until tomorrow, probably. Sounds good, Zoom. See you then, and enjoy your evening. If you're doing D&D, enjoy D&D. Put this here. I'm going to turn on display wire for this guy. But let me know if you have any questions, Warrior. Right now, we're just setting up this character. I'm going to try just these two. Well, indeed I am, and thank you. Oh, good. Indeed I am. Financial stability, especially if you have a disability, art one of your main forms of possible work. It's not easy to not care all the time. I certainly, yeah. I mean, art in and of itself is not a very stable um, income, unfortunately. Um, we'll do bottom. Do we count it? Do corners and then bottom. So this would be eyelid, bottom, two. Um, sorry, what was I saying? But I do think that looking at what the people who are so like adamantly excited about like, oh, artists are going to lose all their jobs. It's like they're the ones using AI tools in the most boring possible way that you could ever think of, just to like regurgitate stuff. Um, and I think some artists definitely don't want to use AI, but I think the artists that do use AI in conjunction with what they're doing are probably going to have the biggest impact and are actually going to be the ones that will find a better way to use it other than just, I'm just going to replace it, or I'm just making, I only take what it feeds me. You guys start campaign on Twitter to make Sam the next US president. Let's do it. For a lot of people that cannot do the 9 to 5 grind, art is often the only fall that they have to scrape by. Absolutely. Um, I should this be the left corner? Right corner. Corner. But I also think that the more AI art I see, the more I actually don't care for it. It it is quite amazing how the more AI art I see, and I think that is one of the underappreciated aspects of human beings, is that when we see something a bunch, we become really we can see the pattern, and we can kind of very easily become tired of it. I think that's going to happen with AI art. Um, I don't know, you look at Marvel movies, and they're just kind of a mass production. There's not been any good reason to follow like the trend, like just mass producing as much as possible all the time. That doesn't seem to work out for people these days in terms of video games, in terms of movies. It's like you really have to find things that actually resonate with people. Um, And I think that I do think my hope is can't say that this is what I think will happen, but my hope is just that people get desensitized to AI art in the sense that it's just something they don't care about as much anymore. And I really do think that a lot of people who are pushing it so hard and like again, especially the people that really piss me off are the like fuck you artists. Do that. I got tired already. Lol. The more I see, the more brain cells I lose. It's well, it's a hard spot. Commissioners are against you using AI, but to keep up, it's almost like you need to. I certainly think that there's a balance there. You just can't be satisfied with what you just generated. Like I think you lose something if it's just I'm gonna take this thing and make it. And I'm a bit hypocritical in saying that because I have done that with AI stuff. But also now that I've done that, it's like you do lose something there. It's left side. This should actually be left here. Yeah. Let's just say outer. There we go. Just look like slop to me. Pretty slop, but just soulless. There's no process. Man-made art, you can see purpose in every stroke. Composition, color scheme. See us playing a game with cheat codes. I think it will enable much more immersive forms of art, but certainly without the intention, it's going to be pretty boring. Without intention and personality and goal. Learned so much from watching artists stream on and found some amazing communities to boot. Good, good. See it as playing a game with cheat codes, it gets boring really fast. Don't get me wrong, AI can be really useful when it comes to coding, scripting, game dev, web dev, programming, etc. But art is inherently a human thing. I think that when it gets to the core thing, it's like we're going to live through a future where what it where there's a lot of things that we thought of as just human capabilities that may we may see that AI can do just as well. Oops, upper. AR has legit been blended down to generic one-faceted looking mess. I mean, can we make AI that does our chores and washes our dishes for it? That's coming. That's coming. Um, I certainly think we're gonna. This will be an issue that will kind of define the rest of human existence, or at least this next century. You know, what does it mean to do work in this way? Hello, Sal. I'm doing well. I'm a little sick still, recovering, but I'm doing better. I appreciate that, Sal. Best use of it. Who's a banana to well? Can an AI do that? Take that, robotics. Vidya Monster. Hello. Hello, Vidya Monster. Welcome, welcome. uh, um, there's certainly a lot to be said about how bad some contemporary art is, but um, and what you know, what was that? Michel Duchamp, the guy who signed the toilet, the urinal, and put it into an exhibition. Still feels a little too on the nose. Bad as in blamed. The what Vidya Monster said there. Glues a banana to a wall. There's literally a guy who made like millions of dollars for duct taping a banana to a wall. I'm not joking. That is literally something. This is a thing with art. The end product's not really the point. Making it is. The end result is the accumulation of everything we've learned and strive for. No skill, not just a pretty picture. 777 subs looks awesome. Landed a 1K soon. That is the hope. That is the hope. We're grinding. We're grinding. Divine symbolism, go! And his expression. You're putting a part of yourself onto the canvas. Not everyone, and uh, not everyone approaches art in that way. Even professional artists. Like, I definitely understand that sentiment, but I also think that it's not quite what that it's going to be really hard to nail down what feels essentially human about art because it is easy to come away with multiple meanings and explanations. Um, for some people, they just like I don't care about the final drawing. I just like putting my pencil to the paper. Or for me, it is just profit or something like that. And you there's not really any person comes to it with a slightly different reason, just like business or anything really. 777 reserves wisdom and intuition, so make sure to sharpen those two things. I'll try. Good morning, Aqua Wolf. Hello. Hello. Welcome. But that being said, I think that the idea that those things shouldn't be like my main gripe with AI artists again and again is just that they seem to be very gleeful in the idea that like human work is worse, and that I definitely don't understand that perspective in any way. And there's just like this very excited for in terms of like, oh, thank God, artists are going away. And it's like, what in what world is that a good thing? Like, or that's the kind of the perspective that they seem to enjoy. And that is more worrisome than the AI itself. Like the AI is kind of neutral in that situation, but then you have these people like, oh boy, can't wait to stick the feeding tube, AI feeding tube down my throat. Like, in VR, I can see models recognize those BGV ones or Quaggy model or Cade, even though they're the same character. Each creator makes them their own way in the shows. That's very true. That's very true. Use but one bone for the mask. When it's understandable, it's a mere object. Correct. So, well, I mean, we're using a lot of little bones um, for the little rigging spots here. Um, what am I trying to say? The little eyelids and mouth and stuff. You almost seem bitter towards artists and see them as rich because commissions are out of their budget. I guess so. I don't really know where that like need this kind of anti-artist sentimentality comes from. Certainly, there are a lot of artists out there that say a lot of weird stuff, and I'm sure that on that level, there's some angst. But there is like weird. It's from all the ESTJs. If I knew what that meant, maybe I'd be upset. All right, let's look at this bone really quick. Okay, perfect. We're waiting from scratch. Awesome. Um, oh, my voice. Let's go ahead and select it again and say rig with empty cubes. Then go back to weight painting. I see AI being good for quick concepting, then a proper artist can use that for a final concept. I don't see it ever replaced perfectly, at least not anytime soon. Well, the moment you have like an infinite generator, you're going to quickly realize that 99% of it doesn't appeal to you. Like the number one thing I see people see like AI generators, people who use AI generators talk about, it's like, sure, it's great if you want general ideas, but the moment you want something specific, you're pretty much screwed and you're just back to making things from square one. Because like we do get a picture or some direction we want to go humanly, and it's like the generator doesn't read your mind, doesn't know exactly what you want. So there will always be that space between what you see around you and what you actually personally want. And I think that will be where artists really kind of come to shine. I feel like a lot more happy because they think they don't like they will lose their jobs or source of income instead of AI just being a tool that would speed up workflow at best. People they don't like. Yeah. But it's funny because the moment AI replaces all artists, like everyone else is screwed too. Screwed up AI caused threat. We use that threat to create craziest step that people who never touched 3D would most about AI can do these. And that simply drop their job. Let's combine AI on our terms. Exactly. I think artists will push to new artists are going to find the best ways to use AI, and it will stun people, and it won't just be like generic art that's being generated right now. By the way, being homophobic personality database typed as ESTJ. Elon Musk is pretty anti-artist, and I feel it's trickled down from people like him. Wait till the AE discussions start. It's because of Twitter. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of like the incel movement. Like I feel like there's like this tech bro knee jerk reaction to a lot of things, but I love technology, and like I don't feel that I have that same urge to just like this. I don't know. Like it's only art is only ever interesting when you see the person behind it, and they may have a message or a concept that you don't particularly care for or whatever. But it's like chess. AI has already beaten chess, but we still love watching. Like chess has never been more popular than it is right now because we get to see people do it. And I think that's just going to continue to be the case right there. It's like we're really only going to care about what's being done in the space of art if we can assign a personality or a person behind it. Um, like even the AI generations that people make, it's like, oh well, this guy made these generations. It's like, or this person, this lady, whoever. It's like it still does kind of devolve into what is this person saying with those things, and even if it's uh, perhaps different than something we care for, I can still see it a lot easier. I don't think you'll ever get the exact piece you want. I fucked around with a lot with a friend lately, literally because they want to try outfit ideas. They're just trying to combine Clash of Concepts. It struggles, truly. It does. It's like, oh, let me combine this satch. It just makes things that aren't actually reality. We're human AI. The Venn diagram is speaking. Who doesn't love technology? Okay, except for boomers. Which example? People with character-focused AI can only generate thousands of hours with a specific character. Once you need it to take a more original way, the AI starts to lose any edge or specifics. Very true. I do think that is a reflection of where it is right now. AI is bound to get a bit smarter as time goes on. Um, Eventually, maybe it will. It'd be like talking to someone, and you can really fine tune an idea. But certainly, we're not there yet, and I don't think we'll be there like overnight. Um, where's my super suit? Where's my suit? There we go. Huh. This should be there. There we go. People with character focused AI can only generate. People with character focused AI can only generate have thousands of hours with a specific character. Better. I just can't see it replacing final products. Essentially, people will certainly try. People will certainly try. If more artists had access to it, would be different. It's hard when it costs extra income to access. I think it's free with Photoshop right now. The Photoshop beta. Well, I guess you're paying for Photoshop, so never mind. Not quite. Not quite the same. Um, anyway, it's definitely going to be a very odd world we all continue to inhabit. Um, I have a feeling some of these topics that we're touching on right now will probably be talked about for the next at least 20 to 15 years. In some way. Stable Diffusion is what's most used and it's free actually. Yeah, there are a lot of free options out there um, for AI, general diffusion and stuff. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. So Betty bought a better butter, and it was better than the butter Betty bought before. She's a she's a butter girl. There we go. My new hidden talent. Mr. Tongue Twister. We're getting there. We're getting there. Keep grabbing one over. Um, yeah, I think that if anything, all I would say is I think that artists should be hopeful about the future. I don't think that giving into despair and just despairing over what's happening is a good way to confront and find the opportunities that are going to actually move forward with the future. Because things are changing, for sure. But I think that artists have to confront it with being hopeful and finding new opportunities. Like that's what we're good at, and that's what we should embrace. Butter girl. Actually gave me solid outfit ideas, but my dumbass was trying to combine techwear and decorative armor, so it only yielded a couple of good ideas. One technique that I've seen for generative AI that I like quite a bit is you do like photo bashing beforehand and then you run it through. And that seems to work, give you a bit of control over the results. All right, this should symmetrize when I smooth the bones. There we go. Heck. Which I'm now in talks with an artist about making into a proper outfit with their interpretation. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to approach it. English can be uh, understood through tough thought, thorough thought, though. English can be understood through tough, thorough thought, though. Weird. If we could integrate this artificial intelligence in our own intelligence, then we could become gods. We'll certainly have the ability to understand more, but I don't know if that necessarily means we are sane. There's got to be some upper threshold of like increasing your intelligence where you're no longer who you were when you started doing that. Let's just replace it. I just set it to add. There we go. To draw. And now, oh, rigging this. I knew this mask would be the hardest part of this whole character. The rock face. You mean I need to sit down. It is free when you if you have the PC process power. I think the expense wise, the open source community is actually doing pretty impressive things. Shitting down. Time to shit. Like processor the 1070, so most people will be fine. Yeah, I think if you really want to get something to work, it's pretty cost effective to do so for generative AI. There's a lot of free services out there, a lot of things, and it will get cheaper for sure. The name of the game with AI will probably be an arms race to being as cheap as possible. Sitting is the opposite of standing. I'm shitting down them. What is it still? What is it pulling? It's doing that. There we go. Okay. Don't at me. I only got 1650 face orange biting nails. So you can sign up for services like Hugging Spaces, and then you can run whatever models they have available for like pennies. Uh, it's pretty cheap. It depends on if you have spare income. You can do the Goofo hand. Yeah, like my shirt. You know? No one's ever commented on my my shirt before. Who knows if the outfit comes out well? It might be my new rep that I might have you work on in the near future. Okay, heck yeah, I'll be down. Sammy the Wizard again. Don't remind me what I have on a daily basis. My poor condition. Ah, that's maybe not what we want there. Interesting. I feel like what I need are. I had the mask surface. Where was that? This guy. I'm gonna duplicate this and move it down. We're gonna push this forward. That's right about there. And I'm gonna call this shrink wrap mask. Okay. And then we can hide it again. Funny when I'm watching stream playbacks, the thumbnail is you doing that, or we managed to pause at the right time, and that's exactly what you're doing. It's how I, section out. It's how I do clips later. I look for my weird finger finger waggles. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, interesting. Uh, uh, I don't want it to align. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's pull out the mask really quick. Take the armature, the character, and turn it off really quick. Then we're going to take our mask. Wizardry fingers. Yes, I suffer from ADHD, a disastrously huge dong. It just sounds like you trip all the time. a clip of you, but I don't know how to share it. Should be able to link it. Um, I need to go to my YouTube channel and figure out how to. Yeah, you can go ahead. It may not let you, so let me look that up really quick. Bro got a broken nose on the daily. Can't do backflip, break your own neck. Whoa! Boo! Chip! Hello, hello, Chip. Welcome. Let's see. So if I go to YouTube Studio, if you're in the Discord, Sal, you can share it there. I can never figure out how to go to my like live channel. Go live. I'm already live. Let me. Okay. Uh, Settings. Should work. Let me know if it doesn't post, but I have it there now. Stream settings. Should be a live tab. I think I'm in it now. But I wanted to see if I can just we can send messages. Anyone? Well, let me know if it's preventing you. Sam, you're not actually streaming. Your brain is trying to trick you into thinking that you are streaming. So, we're actually dreaming. You know, so far I actually have yet to have a streaming dream. Like a dream where I actually am streaming. Maybe someday soon. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. And instead of using that shrink wrap, we're going to duplicate the mask itself. Go in and delete the face portion. Like that. And then just straight up fill these in. Okay. And then we'll call this one the shrink wrap. Mask. There we go. And then we can hide that, go here, select these guys. Here. Bam. Bam. Then if we go here, turn back on the armature, still morphs it slightly. Okay, let's get rid of the armature. Go here. Select all of them. And say, and apply them. So then we know it's on the surface. Posted link in Discord. Perfect. Delete the face. Makes me 100 times more lovable. It's like Slenderman. Just buy a 1 terabyte SSD that's really fast. It'll make my PC a lot better with stuff. I'm jealous. That's what I need to do as well. Here's Loaf and wake up. I'm not a real tangible being. Facial tracking? Right now we're not doing facial tracking. I'd love to do that. I just see STD reap. What? How do I apply? I'd love to be able to apply the modifiers. But I have to do this every single one? Okay. Apply. Apply. It's got to be a faster way. Oh. Where's Loaf? Loaf, though? Is she? Yes, she is very good. She's under two to three blankets right now, passed out. She'll probably come by and yell at me today because Joe's traveling. So that's my brother. Not rigged yet, but looks great. Thanks. Becomes loaf. Fooled you. I was already a loaf. All right, so we're applying the shrink wraps so that there will be no distortion when we get the mask back on. But then we'll want to reapply the shrink wrap again, which is annoying, but that's how it will work. That is how it will work. Oops. Um, um, oh, this is where I'd love to have some AI. Just go and click this button on every bone. How many anti-trans bills are there in Texas? It's a good question. There's at least two or three major ones. Um, which is awful. Um, uh, it's interesting because I live in Austin, which is a very liberal city compared to the country and compared to um, Texas, especially. Or maybe I should say progressive, liberal, whatever. They shouldn't move. Okay, there we go. Now it's no longer moving. Perfect. There's definitely some people trying to pass them. Austin's pretty progressive, same with Dallas, large gay population. Exactly. And I do think that even like uh, conservatives my age that I talk to, it's really only the media and the politicians that are really trying to push. No one really cares about. I mean, obviously there's problems out there, but it seems to me that most people just don't care at all about trans people and what's going on. And I don't mean that as in like no one cares, but that even for conservative people, it's not an issue as it's purported to be. uh, in the media, I think many people just don't care that much. All right, now we've set it up so that we have a shrink wrap on all these bones, which means we can't pull away from the shape of the underlying mask, which is good. Um, what we would love is also to retain the normal information. So this goes smooth. It goes smooth. Our thing is literally keep Austin weird. So, are you in Austin as well? Cool, unrepublican or Texas? Ah, I love that. Okay, need to go in and update these. Barely 15 minutes from Officer proper, yeah, but I'm in Cedar Park. I'm in Round Rock or Georgetown area. Funny, small world. What's wild is I. It's funny because I got into streaming after moving there. Yeah, 10 to 15 there too. I got into streaming like after moving to Austin, and I had no idea that this is actually where a bunch of streamers live. Like there are a lot of streamers in Austin area, which is wild. Imagine meeting with your fans IRL. Well, I'd love to. I think like doing some conventions is definitely on my high on my list of priorities. All right, that's looking good. This is the kind of expression I was hoping to make. A little oblong eye. Lots of furries in Texas too. There's a whole Austin furry meetup in Austin. To apply modifiers to multiple objects, activate modifier tools. Oh, there's an add-on. Then you'll see in modifier tabs apply all. Oh, that is handy. I will definitely do that. I wish there was more stuff that was. I know it's you can turn it on in Blender, but it should just be on by default. I don't know. I guess it's things that they don't really want to claim responsibility for, in a sense. No, this guy. Right here. Why can't I see the bone? Why can't I see the bone? There we go. Okay. See, I want to be able to move it, but I want to avoid this type of issue right here where it starts getting messed up. There. But there's like very interesting balance in this spot right here. Do I have a free costume? I do not. I do not. Geographical barrier would be a huge one. Lots of furries in Texas too. Are you in Texas too, Goo? I'm on planet Earth too. You're on the sequel already? No, on the prequel. Prequel to Earth. Asteroid. Prequel to Earth Moon 2.0. Huh. This is no good. How did Earth look like a billion years ago? A lot more oxygen. What, a billion years ago? I can't remember how old the Earth is. Something crazy. Okay. So we still have these normal issues here. I wish I could hide that bone. I want to know if we can Interesting. Apply all. Viewport. Toggle stack. Interesting. Those are new. Why does the moon does not have a self spin? Isn't it just like does just spins at the rate that keeps the same side facing the Earth at all times? It's a yeah, it's got like an equilibrium now. Eventually, it's gonna float off forever. Data transfer, modifier, data transfer, but I can't save it as a shape key. Wonder if that's possible. Let's do some googling really quick. Oh, sorry, Sal, you shared something in the Discord, and I did not look. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Ah. Maybe That's perfect. That's funny. It's gonna be fine. We're the ones who should be scared. Yeah, I think people always talk about Earth ending. That life will probably be fine. Life will probably be fine. It's really just gonna be humans. Okay, I have no idea how to get rid of this normal. My thought was that I could um, bend it, but it just looks really weird. Okay, so I think we need more intense weight painting up top. Just turn down the strength here so that we can actually kind of keep things in position. We still get some bending though. That's a little disappointing. Um, I wonder how's my mental health right now? Pretty good. Yeah, I would say it's good. Um, Better than a year ago. Again, I would attribute that to exercising. Not to beat a dead horse, but I really think that I only started feeling genuinely mentally healthy once I started running regularly. Before then, menti healthy, menti healthy. Uh, it was kind of subject to the whims of the day. All right, I think the eyes look good. Those are fine with me, but the mouth can't quite get to stretch the same. What kind of exercise do you do? Good to hear. It's better for you. It is. Is exercise that good for you? Yes. What kind of exercise do you? Well, just to touch on, is exercise that good for you? So depression is actually most likely your inability to make neurons, just in general, general you. Um, like they say that, like when you do chemotherapy, you pretty much immediately get depressed because it stops your brain producing new neurons. Um, and exercise creates new neurons. So if you want to get your body to depression is the inability for your brain to make neurons at that moment. You're working your brain doesn't have the stuff that it's used to. New neurons because you need new neurons for memory. You need new neurons to cope with new situations. Um, and exercise is pretty much the one-stop shop to getting more neurons. And yeah, stretching also very good. I need to do more of that. I think I'm a little I'm actually a little too tense. My legs could the tendon in my legs could probably pop at any moment. Yeah, sorry. And to ask what I do pull-ups, sit-ups, uh, dips, and then I run on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I try to keep it under 45 minutes. Exercise is helping get rid of that cortisol hormone. I also have ADHD, and it's like hell. Sadly, no amount of exercise helped my ADHD, but it's worth a try for everyone. I think for me, what helped me in regards with ADHD and exercise is like ADHD just when you have ADHD, everything takes a lot more energy because you're basically doing twice as much, even if you're not doing less, because you're like using up your resources faster. But exercise gives you more resources, more energy. You know, it's like, would you rather micromanage all the energy you have or give yourself a bit more? No, I do lying in bed. Can't focus for more than a few minutes. Can't stand still. I do it lying in bed. Um, again, anyway, that's all. I know I can rant about it, uh, but I'll leave it there. I do think that it's worth it, very much so. That looks pretty close to the reference. We're getting there. I just have to put it in positions where it doesn't do the, or just embrace it, have it do it on purpose. And then I can kind of get this like lip here. That looks funny. Maybe not on that one. The bottom lip looks fine. Just realized that I've never seen an ADHD person that is chubby or fat. It definitely happens, but I definitely think you're burning a lot more energy when you're just kind of unfocused. Recommend the YouTube channel called Hybrid Calisthenics. They have lots of good exercises for a wide variety of ability. I have flat feet and I don't stretch, so my legs are pretty much tight as a drum. It's a good channel, or just a hey, walking. You should, Thor. I won't. I'm not trying to pick on you or like, beat you over the head, but you will. It does help. It does help. It's the only point of advice I really wish I could go back in time and just shove into my brain. Exercise every day when you can. Like that's the number one thing. I would pass up any art advice just to get that one piece. I can lower the influence of this one. So maybe on this guy, he will have no shrink wrap on the corner. Mouth opener. All right, that looks like a good, happy, laughing face. Let's double check what the reference images look like. So it's definitely a little bit sharper here. I don't know. I'd say that's actually pretty close. It just looks a little messy on the character. So I think one other thing we could do is go in. IDK, I'm just so unathletic, I can't even do a push up. It just takes time. So that's actually the nice part about exercise. It's like you could just straight up treat it like an RPG, you know? Like if I just do one every day, eventually I'll be able to do two. And then you go from there. My spaghetti arms can't do anything. Just my little noodle arms. Wait, what painting through this? Oh shit. Well, that would explain some weirdness here. I turned off my projection. Uh, yeah, it's doing both sides. Okay, shit. How do I do that again? Front face follow. Okay, there we go. Look, that's not How I expected that to behave. And then we'll do get this stuff, smooth it again. It's tough to get it to be perfect. Just like any other skill, it takes time. Are my arms gluten free? All right. Is he asking as a cannibal? Might look better if you turn the eye slightly. That's good. That's a good idea. Checks VMs for another mask ref, or you might want to turn the eye holes slightly to make them a bit more equal rather than too far down towards the mouth. I did move them down actually. I did move them down because I kind of thought that's what should be done, but oops, they are a little higher normally. That. But I do. Oh, man, this weight painting's gonna be cool. Maybe I just have it control the corner of the thing. Oh, yeah, let me. As a pasta enjoyer, uh huh, uh huh. Zru the Cannibal. Zru, in case you don't know, you can check out the Cannibal Coffee Cafe. It's a great online forum. Just JK. No, Sam, you're sick too. Hey there, Draw. Hello, welcome. I am sick. Yeah. Not that I ham it up, but huh. Era, do you need the mouth and eyes to have depth? I like to make a soap off of human fat. Fight Club. You're not supposed to talk about the clubs room. Well, I don't know if I want to change it. I could make it like a flat surface instead. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the right way. I can go the right way, but I just need to figure out a little bit more about how the weighting should work. They're supposed to have a sad face too. At the corner of the eye that is closest to the mouth, it's too far down. Usually the corners of the eyes are on equal level. Gotcha, gotcha. I see. Or like a horizontal uh dealio. A little bit more like that. Oh my god, give me my brush. I don't want this weird selection. I guess that's what I had. Oh well. Wait. Maybe a little bit sharper in the corners. I guess I just move them closer and it makes it as sharp as I want it. Where is the sadness? Zoomed in. Alright, so sad. Alright, so eyes retain the same shape, but we could make them have an actual like sad expression. Make it emo. I'm trying. Emo apology. Sneeze. That's gross. I'm tired of having a runny nose, everyone. Just put me down. Just put me down. I stay the same. Mouth is the only thing that changes for the mask expressions. Gotcha. Gotcha. Need a little bit more influence here-ish. Just in time for my test this Thursday, too. Yeah, same. I don't want to suffer anymore. I'm ready to not be sick. Sam, what is my favorite anime? I know my favorite animated media of all time is Princess Mononoke. I think that one just holds like some timeless sway upon me. Um, yeah, that one really kind of takes the cake for me. Um, I love it. I love it. I grew up on it. I've seen it probably like 20 times. Um, it's awesome. It's really good. I really love it. Um, Anime wise, though, um, Higurashi no Naku Koronikai. No, I'm just kidding. Um, that one's messed up. Um, Mononoke, uh, Princess Mononoke. Really like the. That's Goo's favorite too. Mononoke. It's great. It is so good. Um, I also really like Musashi. I think that's what it's called. Musashi. Um, no, not Musashi. Maybe it's also Musa Shishi. Yes, that one. Musashi. I'm pretty sure that one was really satisfying. I didn't actually watch all of it, but it was just really captivating. Yeah, it's like it has just this really intense air of melancholy and just beauty at the same time. I don't know. There's something really cool about that one. Uh, I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting, but generally that's the gist. Sam the Melancholist. I mean, a lot of people in history have said melancholy is like the. Actually, I think in Japan, melancholy is treated as the most beautiful feeling, which in some ways I agree with, and in others I do not. uh, well, that's certainly something you can find in a lot of anime these days. You don't say. There's something much better than melancholy. It's called gratitude. I don't disagree that gratitude is a powerful way to kind of direct your emotions or ground them. Um, but melancholy is definitely something that I find myself uh, some of the more transformative things that I've watched. It's also a great series of short animations. One called Magnetic Rose, which is very good. Um, Again, it's a movie, but it's really cool. It's free on YouTube as well. Definitely, really recommend checking it out if you are a lover of animation. It's haunting and interesting and interesting. It's really cool. There's nothing when you finally feel it well, like being in love for the first time. No dairy. He's a horno dairy. Super happy with tail. Let's take a look at neighbor's progress here. Whoa, that looks awesome. Very cool. Droopy. Very cool. I hope the bake went well for you, baking the tail and stuff. Um, that's been really good though. Sharp. Sharp. Kind of reminds me of home with the glasses, like a mine really. Was Dave the cool guy? That's really good though. Let's go, neighbors. Nice. Good job. The drip though? Yeah, I know. He looks fucking sweaty. Bake went super well. Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear that. Oh. Oh. Need to go ahead and mark on red there. I think it's good. I think we can work this for now. And once we get it in game, we'll get a better idea of if it's what we actually want. Um, okay, so let's save that there. And let's turn our attention to actually beginning to create all the toggles and animations and finishing the VR chat integration. All right, so save that. We go ahead and drop the scythe into here. So the scythe, I did keep as a separate object. Because I just didn't want to. I wanted to be able to turn it off completely. And we're already in the very poor category, so there's not like crazy amount of optimization that we need to do. In fact, maybe I'll keep all the objects or the outfits separate as separate objects. I could always combine them later with VRC Fury. So, we'll leave it like that. What else? So then, yeah, let's start combining things and making animations. Well, we have a separate armature. Go ahead and open up the main armature. And on this guy, we'll put him here. Okay, the mask will be a separate object. When are we having lunch? About an hour and a half. Hour and a half. So nothing too crazy. My usual time. I can feel my brain working a little bit slower today. I keep going, oh, I need to do this. And some part of my brain kind of turns off. Still have the shriek wrap on the mask. That's fine. But now we need to tell the mask that you are part of this armature. Okay. Turn off the scythe for now. For the suit, let's take a look here. So this is one object just completely merged. Perfect. This one, we could probably also apply the mirror. And take the button then and combine it along with this, combine it. Actually, no, we'll leave the halo separate. Halo. The boot. This is the mask down here. This guy, the shrink wrap mask. Where is it? This needs to be set to hidden. And then what else? A jester outfit. We can go ahead and start combining as well. We'll hit apply mirror. Apply. And we can combine these all together. Oh, maybe not. Okay, and we'll call this Jester. Then we can delete the hierarchy, delete this hierarchy. You know, I didn't have to do that. What I could have done instead was actually just put them into the rig here. So we have the Jester outfit on its own layer. We have the suit on its own layer. And the scythe can remain separate because we don't want to export it with this stuff. But that's a little nicer. Then we turn on the teeth and body. For the body, and apply the mirror. The wings I would like to keep separate. Actually, let me go back. I don't need to apply the mirror here. But we can combine the teeth. Where the tongue at? Where the tongue go? Did I delete my tongue? uh, weird. I definitely had it a while ago. I don't see a tongue. Funny. Where'd that go? I would have seen it if I searched the project. So let's go back to the painting version, or the one right before this, pre-mask rigging. All right. And then, do we have a tongue here? We do have a tongue. I must have deleted it somehow. I don't know. Back to the other one. Paste. Excuse me. Okay, so now the body is all one object. Awesome. Poor tongue, not only left till the end, but also deleted. Deleted. I bet there is another one. Okay, what the heck? I swear I Googled that though. Or searched it. Googled it, wow. Huh. Okay, we did already have it. It was just hidden in this collection, which is a little silly. A little stupid. And then we'll drop these into the body. Okay, so now we have a few collections within our main collection. Turn off these ones. Make another one for the wings, because they're in the way. Tails separate. That should be okay. A ton of separate objects now. Might be going a little overboard on that. Body. Combine the ears. Combine the horn. Combine these guys. All right. Eyeballs. I actually don't really want to combine the eyeballs because they touch. I think that. Okay, they might be okay joining them. But where'd you get sick, Draw? You said you got sick as well? You know, I'm just gonna I'm gonna find them lately. I'd rather have just one object. Short check. Yeah, I got sick on Friday, but butt train. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. This one, yeah, I got sick on Saturday. It just kind of lingered, which is never fun. I went outside for with wet hair and deprived myself of food that day to save money. No, not good combo. Gotta look after yourself. Thingy, no. Okay, everything's combined now. So we can turn on all of our objects. This one doesn't have a mirror, no mirror here. Yeah, that should be a much simplified list of objects that we can begin to create animations for. Oh, much cleaner. Much cleaner. Let's actually save this, and we're going to drag our collection in here so we can make a prefab, which we'll call ERAH VRC PC. And I'll make a folder here for underscore prefabs. Okay, it's got a little prefabs folder, got our uploader, upload scene. I should rename this like with uploader in here. Uploader. Oh, so now we can go to our materials and we can lock all of them in. I'm going to delete my custom material and custom shares. And we'll go to all these, lock them in. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Draw. Hope you feel better soon. Um, anyone that's sick out there, stop doing that. Stop doing that right now. I should not have locked him in. Always do that. Always do that. So I should have selected them and then gone to my throat. Yeah, I'm getting better slowly. Good, good. Get renamed on all these. So now we can animate them once they're locked, which is handy. The eyes, we don't need to worry about that. Lock them in. So this one's on the older version. If I go Boyomi Pro, apply, everything should work. Perfect. And then I can select all of them at the same time now. Awesome. Okay. So now that they're locked, we can begin thinking about animations. So we already have our animator. Excuse me. Bam. No lip sync yet. Need to reset the eyes at some point. Face, gesture, action. All of these. And gesture. Art. Okay. That works. Then we need to create a folder for our toggles. Save. Create an animation clip, which we'll call ERAH. Now we just need to go through and talk like everything we'd want to be able to talk. Hello, Fluttershy. Welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So wing top off. Wing bottom off. Say suit off. Gesture. Halo off. Scythe. Scythe will. We're gonna use the weapon prefab to make that work properly. I still need to follow up with Zin actually. Be a character we're working on starting tomorrow. Go back to the mech dragon. It's got some more to finish up there. Okay, it's looking good. So wings, suit. We need a tail toggle. Um, is he transparent? Why is he transparent? Oh, I think when I was talking to, yep, that's fine. When I was showing Namers the different rendering stuff, I forgot to switch this back to opaque. On the bright side, I got to make me a 20-minute VTuber model while my brain was melting, and it's honestly the best thing I've ever made. I posted it in a server. Not my fault. I blame you. I blame you. Oh, that's charming. Huh. Nice. Gotta have the tush. Got to have the tush. Essential. Essential. Oh, wait. I didn't like. Let me go back and like that. Da, 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 da. Excuse me. Trademark buds. It's important. It's important. Yeah, whole backside is buds. Buds all the way down. Okay, no longer transparent. That's good. You know, I should actually look into. I go to VRC Fury here. We can add toggles through a script, the VRC Fury script. So what does this do? let's say I wanted it to. Oh, Poyomi UV tile. Wow, doesn't get better than that. Interesting. And I could add another. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. I do it manually when I got this to do it for me. So I'll say Jester. This is its own toggle. It's its own thing. I'm actually going to remove this component. We're going to make a empty here, which I'll call VRC Fury toggles. And then we'll add that back. So this is its own toggle. So we'll say toggles slash Jester, something like that. And so when it's enabled, the suit should be on. Grab Jester, and at 0, 0. Let's see how that works. I'm just going to press play and then we go to Tools, Avatar Emulator, Enable, click on him, Expressions, Toggles, Jester. Okay, interesting. So it's there. It's not toggling anything, but it is there. Let's look at the Jester outfit. And so we leave it on for now. Hmm. I guess we don't need this for now because it's just its own object. I'm going to delete that. Okay. Let me do it. Remove item, add action, object toggle, turn on Jester. So then we once again, tools, emulator, enable, bam. My honest professional opinion, you should do the thing that makes it work. I gotcha. I will take that advice. That's not working. But I'm also not debugging the FX layer. Uh, oh, well, duh. It could be on and I wouldn't be able to see it as I turned it off there. Let's turn that off. Save. I left the UV tile discard on. That's a problem. So now, tools, emulator, enable, and oh, click on him. Okay, interesting. Well, this is gonna make it a lot simpler. All right, whoever's working on avatars, definitely use VRC Fury toggles. That's gonna make your life a lot easier. Da-da-da-da-da. I need to know more of these toggles. Well, they have a bunch of stuff in here for VRC, and then we also so a bunch of stuff you can add, and then the toggles. We've also got a bunch of other properties we can set. When toggle is enabled, oh, they have a show in first person thing. Interesting. Senki gesture driver. I don't know what that is. Do, 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 do. Gizmo. Apply during upload. It's my scenes. We're so crazy. For some reason, I enjoy making them by hand. I think that I still will have to make some things by hand. What does all that stuff even do? Those are things that you can, what, if you want to add certain things to your character, like things that are done a lot, uh, it's an easy way to set it. So rather, I can make this toggle, and then VRC Fury is going to make all the necessary animation clips, parameter names, and what happens when this gets clicked, which is awesome. Excuse me. Interesting. So they're like templates. Hello, Jay. Yes, Severe Sea Fury is good. I'm liking it more and more now that I've started to wrap my head around it. After making all those animation clips for Zin with his dragon and stuff, that was a lot of work. So I think going through and finding a way to do it simpler is the name of the game. I gotta put on my socks. Put little socceroonies on my feet. Ah, my legs. There we go. So like templates, in a way, they yes, I think that's a good way to think of it. Like take something that you would probably be doing a lot yourself and just with the pixels per point should be positive. What is that? People in Texas wear socks. Don't tell anyone, I'll get shot. Default on. Protect with security. Use slider wheel. Enable exclusive tabs. This is exclusive off state means. Set a custom menu icon. No. Drive a global parameter. That I think I want to do. Should only be used as an input to manually created state transitions in your avatar. This should never be used on VRC Fury props, as any merged full controllers will have their parameters rewritten. That sounds, I don't know what that means, but I can work around this. Because I believe it makes this parameter. Let's test that one more time. Oh, I enabled it. I want enabled. I have to press play first and do it. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the restroom. One moment, y'all. BRB. I'm back. I want more coffee. So we turn that on. What I'd like to create is another. When I turn one outfit on, it will turn the other one off. That's all I really want to add to this. But I should be able to do that just fine. Why wouldn't I? Because I can create that toggle. Yeah, what am I confused about there? Yes, because they'll always conflict, so I always want to be able to turn it off. That's so funny. I was like imagining a much more complicated thing to do, but I could just go ahead and add when this object is toggled, turn off the suit. Easy. And then we'll add another component, which is toggles suit. And then we add an action, which is an object toggle. Guess what? Turns on the suit. You cannot use turn off for an object that another toggle turns on. Turn off should only be used for objects which are not. Oh, my brain. You cannot use turn off for an object that another toggle turns on. So, and I want to remove this one. All right. Wow, there's no way it's this easy. That's crazy. Like better tools, better tools. I mean, I'm just kind of really. I've known of VRC Fury for like a year, but I didn't realize it was quite this powerful. You just like it makes it so you don't have to go into the animator, make all your custom stuff, and just cry and shit it and farted. At least that's what I do. Shit it and farted. Oh, I put that in the wrong layer. But it turns the suit on. This turns the jester outfit on. But I want them to turn each other off, which is a little annoying. So I want to be able to not have this happen where they're both on. That's what I'd like to prevent. So perhaps instead of having it control the object, can I tell it to change a parameter? Set in fx float. Warning, this will cause the fx parameter to be animated, which means it cannot be used in a menu. Okay, well, no, not that. Oh, goodness. Why have the X there if it's just going to tell me that? You can do it with prefix. Click on the plus of the toggle. Do it with prefix. Oh, wait, prefix. Oh, let me write this better. Toggles slash suit. So that's the path, right? Click on the plus of the toggle. There. That's what I have. But I just want it to turn off the other object. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Options. Options. Default on. Oh, tags, I mean. I think that gets rid of it, right? Yeah, okay. That's not what I wanted to do there. Options. Hold button. So let me just look this up really quick because they have documentation. So let's just go ahead and look up VRC Fury's wiki. VRC Fury. So components, toggle. Use this on and off. Click add action. Yes. Object toggle. Blend shapes. Blah 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 blah. Menu path. Name. The name of the toggle in your VR chat. Use slashes to place the toggle in a submenu. Saved between worlds. That's fine. Use slider wheel. Multiple toggles contain the same exclusive tag. Oh, only one can be active at the same time. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, you were definitely pointing me in the right direction. Okay, perfect. For example, if you have multiple sets of clothing with interfere with each other, you can define an exclusive tag clothing. When one is enabled, all other toggles with the same tag are disabled. Powerful. Powerful. Okay, so that's exactly what I wanted. Clothing. Clothing. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Yeah. Then tools, this one, enable. This tool made by VRChat devs? I don't think so, but you can integrate it into your creator companion. So if you go to the VRC Fury um, site, then when you add it, you can add it to your creator companion. So you get non-destructive tools for VRChat. Oh, I can update it. It's working now. I don't want to. I don't want to update it if it's working. You can combine tags by separating each with a comma. Interesting. Combine tags. Yeah, I kind of get what that means. So, like, you could have your clothing and your jewelry, and maybe some of them conflict. Something like that. I don't know what's going on here. Again, some weird bug. Excuse me. Okay. It's a suit toggle. Gesture toggle. Let's add some more. So we'll do the wings. Toggles slash wings or wing top. think about it. Yeah. So turn on wing top, and we'll of course give it the exclusive tag, which is wing. Then copy it, paste component as new. Oh, just opened up all of them. Then wing bottom, which guess what? Turns on wing bottom. And then one more. Oops. Paste as new, which will be wings. This will turn on both of them. Also, the blend shape optimization, which you can add on the avatar root, saves a lot of VRAM and bakes all blend shapes into the mesh, which are not animated. Ah, very cool. I got a billion warnings earlier when opening up a fresh avatar project. Now I'm sweating and crossing my fingers. Everything is fine. It was all related to the VRC emulator. Yeah, uh if you're starting from scratch and getting errors, just definitely or restart first. Um, most of the time, Unity's just picking on you, picking on me. Okay, I guess that works. And I'm gonna make one more sub menu for just the wings. Yeah, I think we'll do instead of toggles, it'll be wings slash wing top. And we'll also include in here the oops, not there. Not there. Uh one more toggle. Restart as make a new project, just reopen. Reopen it. Just reopening it. If Unity was a Simpsons character, it would be Nelson. Which one is Nelson? I mean, it does. I can do it with my my throat messed up. All right, then we'll do that. And object toggle for the halo. Halo. Which we'll also put in the wings menu. And that one's not exclusive though, so it'll be its own thing. Unless we make a toggle for all of them. Interesting. So I could make a toggle for if I wanted to turn all the items off, I could just make a toggle that doesn't even do anything. It would just turn things off. So if I had wings slash disable back, disable all. And that doesn't do anything, but I give it an exclusive tag of wing and halo. Halo. What happens there? Don't you enable save between worlds for toggles? Oh, I'd have to. Yeah, that could be something I'm missing on its current setup. Excuse me. So I can disable all, but I can turn on the halo, turn on the wings, turn on just one set of wings, or that one, or turn them all off. Oh, easy. Pazeezy. Boom! Love abbeys that have that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, that feels good. That's very satisfying. Man, there's so much to him. He looks very cool. I want to make the mask a little bit cooler, so probably give it some cool merit cap texture or something like that. All right, sorry, getting distracted. Love abbeys that have that. Excuse me. So let's see. Options. Uh, saved between worlds. I would like all of, or yes, all of them. Saved between worlds. Where do I see that? Exclusive. It's just in the option. Option saved. Glad they put it right at top. They knew we'd be clicking it a bunch. Oh, I see. Right here. Saved. That's what I'm looking. I'm glad they make it visual too. Okay, perfect. I wish I had $1,000 extra. This Abby is a legendary skin for sure. Oh, thank you, Nimmers. Max toggle coming to a store near you. A store near you. Excuse me. Throat. Wow. Okay. Well, that really simplifies a lot of things and saves me an ungodly amount of time. And it makes my files a lot simpler to set up. I love this. I'm in love with VRC Fury. I would marry VRC Fury if I could. What else? So we've got all this toggle set up. Very cool. We have the scythe that we'll want to set up. That one's a little bit different because we're going to use the dual wielding thing for it. It's always a little funny on how it gets set up. Do I make it appear in front of someone? I don't know. Get a room with VRC Fury. You're making me furious. I'm gonna toggle. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Uh, all right, what am I doing? I'm spacing out. That's what I'm doing. Um, right defaults. We got the toggles. We would also want to toggle for the mask. Untoggles you. No. I've been toggled. Imagine sending all VRC Fury scripts and then Fury runs into an error. That is my only worry with this is like, oh cool, it's so much easier, and then get some bug. Always the scary part with introducing a new system to your workflow is like, what are the bugs? There's got to be at least some bugs out there. Oh, this is so cool, and you can just add it as an animation clip. This is cool. Fizbo. Ooh, interesting. Now that's interesting. Reset the Fizbo. Huh. Let me look that up. Reset Fizzbone. Add Fizzbone to got an animation that changes parameters on a Fizzbone. Enable the Add Fizzbone to Reset option. Specify the Fizzbone on. VRC Fear will automatically flip the off and on anytime your animation is run or reset, pausing the Fizzbone to reload your change settings. Oh, that's really cool. You're not. That's actually pretty hard to do otherwise. I use protection system, another tool that builds on play/upload combined works smooth and in order. In order. If it appeared, it would be caused by something different. Never happened though. Another tool that. What's the other tool that you're using? This is cool because if we wanted to make the tongue, like extend out the tongue and then toggle it on so it waggles, that's possible with this. Very cool. Very exciting, actually. Oh, this makes my life a lot easier. All right, let's make the tail toggle. Let me get rid of. Well, actually, no. We'll need the reset. No, we won't. That's okay. All right, I will right click. Keep forgetting. Uh, Toggles slash tail. From high, recalc normals and delete polys on some projects. Interesting. Recalculate normals. Because I was too lazy to edit the FPS. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so that's something you could do in Blender, but there's also a script for it. Gotcha. All right, that's not too bad. Do tail. Saved. Oh, I'm so excited, actually. This makes my life like 1 million times easier. That's nuts. Wild. Toggles. What else do we have again? VRC, Fury. I don't know what a full controller is. Gesture driver. Advanced ICs. A lot of these I just don't understand. But let's do some documentation research here. Just take a look. Take a little looky poo. Armature Link is also so powerful. I've been really looking forward to that one. Full controller is to merge FX and parameters yours. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So you could take another one, stick it in. That's perfect because I will need to do that for the weapon. Bounding box, breathing controller. That's cool. I was okay. I will add a breathing one. That sounds cool. I will add a breathing one. I'm gonna have to watch this stream like 10 times to understand. Well, thankfully the documentation here is. It's hard to contrast it to the other way of working because the other way takes so much longer. Like I would have had just to make these toggles. So generally, usually what I do for each toggle, I'd make an animation clip, have to make the parameters for the character and the FX layer, for the VRC expression menu. I'd have to make a singular blend tree, add them all, get them all wired up. Like this probably saves me for each of these like 10 to 20 minutes of work for every single one. Um, yeah, it's hard to compare because this one's so much better. But definitely, if you're looking at it and you're like, well, how would I turn things on and off for so that hard to say. Override menu icon, remove hand gestures. This feature sets up gestures the way that Senki likes them. Probably not super useful for you unless you want a very specific gesture layout. Slot 4 fix. Hmm. Toes puppet. Wow. Still very important to understand the manual work troubleshooting, but yeah, it's so good for the majority of people. It really is. And you really only need to know the naming conventions. As far as I can tell, all you do is you give it the menu path and then it creates the parameters for you. So you're pretty much good to. I'm assuming this is the parameter name for this toggle. But, you don't really have to even go under the hood there. It's pretty cool. So, Jay, since I have you on here, and if I wanted to use VRC Fury to make a controller for the tail, like a would that be a toggle that I make? I think I saw something in here for a toggle. Like if I wanted to use a slider wheel. Tail wag toggle as well. I essentially a tail wag. At the very least, a controller to turn it up and down. Just a little control over the tail. I like to include those and the wings too, so they can go out or go in. Just kind of position them a little differently. So that's a slider. I don't think it's in here. What's up, Doc? Hello, Golden. Welcome. But that's my toggles. I'm going to make a new object now, which we'll call VRC uh, tail controller until we think of something better to name it. But how you doing, Golden? Welcome to the stream. I feel like it should be called a puppet or something. Armature link, lens shape link. Controller. Delete. Fix my defaults, full controller. Try the toe puppet. Interesting. It seems built for the toes, but I can add an animation. Interesting. They don't have like a radial menu. I suppose I don't need. I could just make a layer. Let's see. Might want to check the fluffy tail asset page, see if it comes with any animations. Fair, fair. Actually, it's already a little too late for that with how we've set it up. Because we renamed the bones. We renamed the bones. Never had a tail puppet built with Fury. Okay, so I'll probably have to do that manually then. That's fine. It's fine. um, let me just review their documentation one more time. Full controller. That's fine. Gestures. Fine. VRC Fury can be used to add globally synced colliders on any bone of your avatar. Put one on your foot, nose, or else you can imagine. Then bap with them. Bap people with them. So we create an empty on the bone, like the collider too. Beware that this feature steals colliders from your fingers. So the more you add, the fewer context will be on your fingers. That's funny. That's weird. I don't understand that, but it's okay. Honestly, reaction toes that have gravity and such, I'm about about a blow. That's possible. That is possible to add. I have not built the avatar with that in mind, but it is certainly doable. Doable. Okay, so it seems that I'll still have to make my. Oh, okay, perfect. You add this future avatar, VRC Fury will attempt to convert all plane toggle layers on your avatar into compressed direct blend tree. You can't create puppets with Fury yet. Okay. Yeah, that's what it seemed to me. There was nothing with puppets in the name. Oh, oh, tired of being. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I must ask, as an average big tail lover, assuming you add colliders to the tail, please add a toggle. Lying down, have your tail in the way of the movie is so annoying. Well, absolutely, absolutely. I've already added the toggle to turn it off. But yeah, they really can get in the way, which is kind of funny in a sense. But And it makes you realize that if you did have like an 8 foot tail, it's like you'd have to be pretty pretty careful moving around. W avatar credit. Thank you, Jester. All right, so you can add a radial wheel, but I might as well just add it directly. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. What is going on? Uh-oh. Okay, I think Unity just bugged out, so I'm going to save and close this. And I think we'll update our VRC Fury. Oh, with big tails, I always add a turn off floor collider. Absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse me. They just take up a lot of space. I'm pretty sure me and my flute friend adjust our tails more to make sure we don't slap everyone when lying down. What? Did you mention something about VRC Fury helping with the tongue? Yes. They have something to reset fizz bones to reload them, which means ideally you could have your tongue fizz bones set up with one state, and then I always struggled with making tongue physics because you have to have the fizz bone off at certain times in order for it to work properly. Um, so that got a little tricky. It should make it easier to put your fizz bones into different conditions. Otherwise, you usually just set up your fizz bone for one configuration, and that's kind of it for. Because it's very hard to have like when the tongue's in the mouth. If you wanted to have it to have like a little bit of physics, like you open your mouth just a little, and you can see the tongue kind of flopping around, versus like you extend your tongue, and it has a whole new set of settings there. Use this feature to enable the fizz bones only if tongue is triggered with my face tracking. Otherwise, it's static. Exactly. Exactly. I think that's probably what I will do. I don't think we'll have another set of settings while it's in the mouth. We'll see. We will see. Okay. I'm still getting this bug, and my something's wrong with my. This is weird. None of my files have stuff. Let's reset the layout. Uh-oh. That can't be a good sign. Hmm. Something is going wrong. Uh, but it's just my UI. Pixels per should be positive. I think the edge of tongue is clipping through the model if you move sometimes. It's so annoying. And to create this stuff manually was also so time consuming. Yes. I remember taking a whole day just to get the tongue working. The air not coming back now? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Something is broken. I don't know. All my folder names, or a lot of my folder names are missing. All my file names and stuff. Is it my. Let's just try. I mean, a 2 column. That's messed up. That is a little worrisome. Oh, well, JK. Okay, they're back now. I did update VRC Fury, so potentially, and the bug went away. I have no idea. But it was going to make it a lot harder to start finding things. I can't see the file names I'm making. Anyway, we're good now. Uh, weird. So funny. All right, we can delete this. And instead of toggles, we'll just do save and back up the project now. It should be fine. But yeah, I'll make a backup of this project. And the nice part about Unity is it is just a standard folder structure. So Unity can break, but the folders usually are unaffected. Usually. Usually. But better safe than sorry. That is for sure. You have a lot of trust in Unity. I've certainly had to pull Unity apart quite a few times. um, and yeah, you get a feel for how you can destroy Unity and put it back together. All right, animations, toggles. So we'll rename this folder to tail puppet, and we'll create an animation somewhere. Animation for ERAH tail. Say 00. Never quite sure. There's got to be a better way to name these. X0, Y0. Another nice thing is the blend tree optimization. If you haven't looked into that yet, also on Avatar Root. I will definitely be adding that because I usually in my standard workflows I do create a direct blend tree because it's awesome. It's great. It's really good. It's honestly one of the best. It makes a before the VRC Fury toggles, it was simpler than doing the toggles the other way. This is so good, and most of the times work with face track. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Performance. Yeah, because what the face tracking uses a bunch of blend trees as well. Animators. Label layers. FX layer. We'll drag this over. Layers. Template blend tree. Here's our direct blend tree. ERAH. Direct. And we'll swap out the template with our ERAH blend tree. No. Where is this one? Where's it? Okay, so it's just in there. Gotcha. Bam, bam, bam. All right. The blend shape optima and blend tree can break things on projects. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I will watch out for that. Be a little bit careful. But my goal is to pretty much put everything that I don't. I want to avoid using any other layers besides the direct blend tree. It's just the expressions that'll be this. Which they do have a gesture layer, so maybe I'll swap it, remove that, and put them in there. That'd also be simpler. All right, let's add a blend tree. We'll do the manual expressions. And then we're going to duplicate this blend tree and call it tail puppet. And drop that right here. Parameters. Bottom. Simplified is a way of having optimized FX layer. Normally, you have everything on its own, but a blend tree you can picture like a folder with many subfolders, so it's more organized. Absolutely, I like it way more. And I feel it's much more intuitive on how animations do actually interact, and you can really separate like dependencies. So, like if you're just doing without the VRC Fury, you can make you don't have to put all your logic into one big rat's nest of stuff. It's like you can have your shirt blend tree and your pants blend tree, and when they're both on, if they have some nuance, you can go into a smaller blend tree. It's great. Powerful. And right now we're going to do a 2D freeform Cartesian. And I'll add some parameters. ERAH slash tail slash status. Turn that on and off. Or actually, no. That would be this parameter here if it's going to be used that way. Then we'll have float ERAH slash tail slash x. Float y. So these are what we want to target, the ERAH tail x, ERAH tail y. Awesome. Okay. And then this only turns on if toggle tail is true. Hopefully that works. Then we can add the animation, ERAH x00, 1 0, add a bunch of motion fields. 1 0 0 1 1 1. Then -1 0 0 -1. I don't think we need this one. There we go. Like that. Jester, he can't see when you redeem stuff in the chat. You gotta yell at him to drink the water. It's true. I'll go get some water. I'll be right back. Less coffee counts. Drink the bean water. Sam, drink water. Normally, you have like everything on its own blend tree. You can imagine like a folder. So it's more organized. And the way VR chat is built in Unity, it's easier, way more performance friendly on loading and reading your Avi stuff. It's wild how bad the standard Unity is. It's really wild. I'm interested to see what VR chat does to improve things. Let me see. I should have gotten a notification for that redeem. Let me see. Okay. It won't show up there. Sorry, back to back. Thank you for the redeem, Jester. So now we can take the FX layer. No, take that back. We're gonna make another animator. Create animator, which we're gonna call ERAH testing or something. And this is what we'll actually drop off to the character used to animate. Sam, I redeemed 100 push-ups. Want me to do it again? That's how fast I can do them. 100 push-ups. I can do it. I can do 100 push-ups. Might take me like 10 minutes, but I would take on that challenge. I do 50 row. Nice. That's one arm, my dear friend. Okay, I can't do that. That's for sure. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I can do 30-ish. Okay, heck yeah. So now we're going to copy, paste for each of these. I've been trying to, I'm looking forward to working out once I am over this cold. Um, but trying to get better at push-ups. 100 push-ups and 800-minute stream. Huh? Is that what I should title my stream? The 100 push-up stream for 300, 800 minutes. Hello, JW. Oh, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm back in the saddle, streaming wise. We're thriving and striving. Let's make sure before I forget to turn on the tail fizzbone that this is animated. Otherwise, my animation won't work. You should title your stream "Hot Tub" to get more viewers for sure. A year or two ago, while I was modeling a character, I made like a little hot tub for them to sit in. Or whenever all that hubbub was going on. I mean, I'll be straight up honest. If I could work while sitting in a hot tub, I would do that. I love hot tubs. I ain't got no shame. If it's a warm soup water, I will get in that in a heartbeat. Sounds great. I swear to God, if I could, I would do it too. Absolutely. It's more sprite business. Neural interface waterproof question mark? Better be. Oops. All right, let's duplicate these a few times. 4 times. Then we're X1, Y1, X, and Y1. Or no, that's not how that works. -1, 0. -1, like that. Okay. Money printing. It's money printing business. Absolutely. My God. I mean, genuinely though, I am all about that. I love some of my favorite memories are just like relaxing in a hot tub. I'm all about it. I actually really miss that. I need to get a hot tub. Life goal, hot tub. Or I could just go to a place that has a hot tub. I don't like saunas though. Saunas kind of like that's too hot for me. I'd rather be boiled than air dried. Air fried. All right, x negative 1. We'll make that to the right. So we just go down this set of tails. We have to make sure to delete all the position values. I wish I could just mirror this. That would be so nice. I don't know why I can't. Makes me mad that I can't. Gotta sweat the weakness out. Lambo would have cut. We're going in. Just make sure to put that barbecue skin lotion, add salt and pepper, please. Just some seasonings floating by. You're making me hungry. I will be going on lunch in about 15 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna take some Dayquil. That's what I'm gonna do. Do, 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 do. Oh, Lux Loaf is on the move. The process looks so tedious. I could have done it in. I think I need to get better at importing my animations from Blender because it would be a lot easier to do in Blender. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it definitely is tedious though. You want to say hi, Lux? You want to say hi? Goofball. Here we go. Lux, say hi. Say hi, Lux. A baby. A baby. Shrimpy. All right, you want to go back? So cute. She is cute. Silly though. Redeemed head to head. she she nipped. Wow, this looks scary. Like a weird spider or something from this view. All right. Now let's go to negative 1x. And so this will be the rotation downwards. Oops. Did I not select all of them and do like pivot, local? Oh, that'd be too easy. What would be easier about it in Blender? Well, using AutoRig Pro, I've made a whole troll rig. That's like the biggest benefit for AutoRig Pro. So if I have this one bone right here, and if I move it, it moves the whole thing in like a way that is a lot easier to control. Not perfect though. Not perfect. Either way, it needs some manual tweaks, but Blender is better suited to making animations, uh, for sure. Unity is like animation's definitely an afterthought. Interesting that this doesn't trigger the positioning thing that I was encountering with the other one. Didn't know Unity was so lacking. You can do basic stuff, but it's not. It's there's most game engines expect all the animation, modeling, texturing to be done outside of the engine. In fact, Unreal Engine's last year or the year before was the first time they allowed or started actually working on control rigs that you can use inside of Unity. Actually, make like control rigs and constraints and stuff like that, which on Unity definitely doesn't have, and a little bit more comparable to like an actual animation software. Obviously, you won't have to rotate the tail this far, but we give you a lot of control over the tail. Doing it this way. There we go. Do you think VRC is going to migrate to Unreal? I That would be probably an insurmountable task. I'm gonna look. Good girl. Too squished. We're right there. Okay. But no, I think that's pretty much a Herculean task to transfer a project from one game engine to another, maybe to Godot, like an open source engine, because that's C sharp. But to go straight from uh, Unity to Unreal, because I believe Unreal also uses they use C++. They don't use C sharp. Uh, More likely Fortnite mixed around VR chat. They kind of already are for Fortnite Unreal Engine. You can already go in and make your own experiences and characters and skins and stuff. Roblox is coming into VR as well. All right, let's go ahead and then go into our actual FX layer. Here. Okay, Lux, if you're gone, I'm going to close the window because I can't see my screen. Can't see my screen. She just wants to come in here, look out my window, and then run away. Rude. Rude kitty cat. All right, so here's our puppet. We can take the negative x there, negative y there, y1, and x0, 1. Awesome. Okay. Then what? Then what? Then we have to take our parameters here and add them to our VRC expressions menu. First on the parameter side. 1, 2, bam, bam. They both have to be floats. Do I need them saved? Not really, but I'll leave it on. Then we go to the menu, submenu, and we'll add a tail. No, where do we want that? Where do we have right now? We've got the wings in their own menu. We've got the toggles in their own menu. I guess we would want another menu for just the tail. And we'll sub menu. Take, oops, that was it or sub. Delete that. Expression menu. Add control. Tail. Emotes, I'm going to get rid of. Wendy, hello. Welcome, Wendy. Hello, hello. How is it going? Exhausted as usual. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully you're now sitting back, relaxing. I'm recovering from a cold. We can chillax together. Though I will be going on lunch in 8 minutes, and I'll be back after that. But got to get some rested in. Home for a few days. Oh, good, good. I hope make the most of it. Get some relaxation in, rest and recovery. Expressions. So in this menu, we have a tail. Now we need a sub menu for the tail, which goes in here. Menu tail. All right, and then in here, we can add the radial puppet. No, 4-axis puppet. No, 2-axis puppet. So yeah, I realized. Oh right, it's a weekday. Less than 5 minutes. Let's go. Hey there, Thorn. I'm tired. Wow. Probably take a big nap. I think that's my game plan here. Sub menu tail. Tails in here. See expression menu assigned to the character? No, that's what's going wrong. Okay, so then we can take expression menu and parameters, then go back to submenu tail, ERAH X, and ERAH Y. All right. Watching every move. Get okay. What do you mean? I've been here the entire time. Taking a bit of a mental health day. No blender, no Unity, only games and chill music. That is a good plan. Good plan. I'll be doing that soon enough. All right, let's hit play. And let's take a look. See how our characters come together. I left the animator in there. Should be okay. Let's get rid of it, just in case. My mental health day is bed day. Interesting. We need to turn the wing fizz bones off for when the wings disable. What was I doing? Turning on the. Fox is yelling. Funny cat. Expressions. Tail. What? I guess this works. But the tail's not on, so I need to go to toggles, tail, and tail. All right. Sam, easy. You're gonna chop my spine in half. Chop. Vertically chop the spine in half. You want to sit in the chair? You want to sit in the chair? Or you want to go to the closet? Yes. Sometimes she's just very set on getting into closets and stuff. All right, that didn't work for some reason. let's look at our toggles here. And I did have the toggle here. I assumed that this is actually the parameter that's used, but that may not be the case. Because we did add it to the FX layer we created, parameter, toggles, tail, but it's a float value, which it has to be here. Um, let's try one more time. What are you doing? What are you doing? Me using my Neuralink to mess with your pain receptors feel the chop from 1,000 miles away. Take that. Take that. All right, now we can turn it over the emulator and say debugging the FX layer. Okay, so now we see the parameters we're actually using, and they are really oddly set up. VF61 underscore toggles slash jester. Interesting. So I. Got it. Got it. I'm content. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're slipping and sliding. You're slipping and sliding. All right, I think it's. I'm going to take a break here. It's almost noon, and I'm definitely slowing down a little bit on getting stuff done. So I think I need to eat, rest a bit. Hey, something just happened. I heard an alert or something. Let's do a quick check. No, that's okay. All right, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. Thanks for hanging out, keeping me company while I'm sick and dying. But I will be back soon. I will enjoy my lunch with you. Thank you. And for anyone else that's lurking out there, if you're new here, I split me up into 2 streams, so I will be back in just a little while. So hit that follow and subscribe, all that jazz. Um, JW, have a good lunch. I will. I will. Never see you later. Thank you for the stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you all very soon. And for the help, I mean, you're kicking butt. It's really cool to see your avatar coming together. But everyone else, Thorn, Azru, anyone else that's lurking, hope you're all having an amazing day. And I'll catch you in just a little while. See you soon. And bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.